Hi and welcome to another video in our series analyzing top mutual fund in India. We'll be exploring the Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund. It follows a buy right, sit tight philosophy, focusing on mid-cap companies with strong growth potential and sustainable advantages. Using the quality, growth, longevity, at reasonable price framework, the fund builds a high-conviction portfolio, aiming for long-term capital appreciation through disciplined stock selection and holding strategies. You can check out our previous videos by clicking the info button, where we've covered PMS schemes from Abacus Asset Manager, Stallion Asset, 361, Value Quest, and many more. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know, including the fund's basic details, investment strategy, portfolio composition by market cap, holdings and sectors, insights about the fund manager, investment details including fees and lock-in periods, returns generated, performance attributes, and tax implications on your earnings from the Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund. Let's start with the fund analysis. But first, a quick introduction to PA Wealth. We're an investment services group offering stocks, PMS, mutual funds, alternative investment funds, insurance, and startup investments. We upload research videos on different companies, mutual funds, and financial topics every week. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest market trends and potential multi-bagger stocks. Let's start with the basic details. This scheme was launched on 24th of February, 2014. This mutual fund scheme currently manages assets worth of around 24,488 crore rupees. The objective of the strategy is to build wealth over the long term. Now, let's move on to the investment strategy. The Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund scheme aims to generate long-term capital appreciation by investing in high-quality mid-cap companies with sustainable competitive advantages and strong growth potential. However, there is no assurance or guarantee that the scheme's investment objective will be achieved. Let's look at the portfolio mix by market cap size. Regarding the portfolio composition, giant cap accounts for 10.14% of the total, large cap accounts for 41.52%, mid cap accounts for 48.34% of the fund. Now, let's delve into the top 5 holdings of the fund. Here are the top 5 holdings of the Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund. These are Persistent Systems Limited, Coforge Limited, Kalyan Jewellers India Limited, Trent Limited and Dixion Technologies Limited. Let's now look at the top 5 sector exposures. Here's a breakdown of its top 5 sector exposures, which includes IT software, consumer durables, industrial products, retailing and auto components. Now, let's look at the fund managers of the scheme. The current fund managers are Niket Shah, Ajay Khandelwal and Rakesh Shetty. Here's a brief overview of their roles. First, we have Niket Shah. With over 15 years of experience in the industry, Mr. Shah has been managing this fund since July 1, 2020. He holds an MBA in finance and, prior to joining Motilal Oswal AMC, Mr. Shah served as the head of mid-caps research at Motilal Oswal Securities Limited from February 2013 to March 2018. His earlier roles also include being a research analyst for mid-caps at Edelweiss Securities Limited from March 2010 to January 2013, and is an associate research analyst, mid-caps at Reliance Capital Markets Limited from June 2008 to March 2010. Next, we have Ajay Khandelwal. Mr. Khandelwal brings 18 years of rich experience to the table. He holds an MBA and a bachelor's degree in engineering. Before joining Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund, he worked with prestigious firms like Canara Robeco Mutual Fund, Bank of India Mutual Fund, B&K Securities, and Infosys, where he honed his skills and expertise. Lastly, we have Rakesh Shetty. With more than 14 years of experience, Mr. Shetty holds a BCom degree. Prior to joining Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund, he was associated with companies in the capital market space. His work involved managing equity and debt ETFs, customized indices, and he was an integral part of product development efforts. Now, let's take a look at the investment details of the fund. The Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund is a focused mutual fund scheme with a minimum investment of 500 rupees in lump sum and 500 rupees in SIP. It has no lock-in period, but a 1% exit load applies to investors redeeming units within 12 months. Now, let's look at the returns generated by the fund. The Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund has delivered a 23.59% per annum return last 1 year, outperforming its benchmark, which posted a 4.19% return, and it delivered a 26.25% per annum return last 5 years, outperforming its benchmark, which posted a 23.41% return as of 14th of February 2025. Now, let's look at the performance attributes of the fund. The Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund has a beta of 0.94, reflecting slightly lower volatility than the market, and a Sharpe ratio of 1.13. With a standard deviation of 18.30%, the fund exhibits moderate return variability, suggesting potential performance fluctuations. Let's take a look at the top drawdowns. Here is the historical drawdown chart of the Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund, providing insights into its performance during market downturns. Now, let's take a look at the taxability of earnings from this mutual fund. First, capital gains taxation. If the mutual fund stocks are sold after 1 year from the date of investment, gains up to Rs 1.25 lakh in a financial year are exempt from tax. Gains over Rs 1.25 lakh are taxed at the rate of 12.5%. If the mutual fund stocks are sold within 1 year from the date of investment, the entire amount of gain is taxed at the rate of 20%. Second, dividend taxation. Dividends are added to the income of the investors and taxed according to their respective tax slabs. If an investor's dividend income exceeds Rs 5,000 in a financial year or 10,000 after the 1st of April 2025, the fund house also deducts a TDS of 10% before distributing the dividend. That's all for today. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more research-based financial content. Don't forget to click the bell icon for alerts on potential multi-bagger stocks. Got a mutual fund scheme in mind that you want us to cover? Just let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.